Hello guys, welcome to the CSS crash course. In this video, we'll look at how to select an HTML element using the CSS ID selector. My name is Kafui and welcome to my channel mods.dev. Please subscribe, like and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I release a content on the channel. With that said, let's dive in. The CSS ID selector lets you target an HTML element that has a unique ID attribute. So in my text editor here, I have my index.html file and then my style.css file, which I have linked in my HTML file using the link tag. So in addition to this h1 element, I'll define a paragraph element quickly, and using lorem, I'll generate 20 random words and save. So in order to select this h1 element in CSS based on its ID attribute, first of all, we have to add the ID attribute to the h1 element. So I'll just add an ID attribute and give it a value of, let's say, title, and then save. So the value we provide to the ID attribute here is up to you. It can be title or, let's say, topic. So it's up to you. So I'll just use the title value here and save. And then in my CSS, in order to select this h1 element based on its ID attribute, we write the hash symbol and then the name of the ID attribute. And then in curly brackets, we put in our CSS styles. So I'll just change the color. I'll select one of these random colors here and then increase the font size to, let's say, 50 pixels and then save. So by so doing, these styles have been applied to the h1 element. So this is how we can select an HTML element in CSS based on its attribute, based on its ID attribute. So on this paragraph element, I'll just add an ID with the value of text, and then in my CSS file, I'll select it. So I'll write the hash symbol, then text, then I'll put in my CSS styles here. So I'll increase the font size to 30 pixels, then the color to, I'll just select one random color here and save, and then those styles are being applied to the paragraph element. So this is how we can select an HTML element in CSS based on its ID attribute. So there are other ways we can select HTML elements in CSS. So this is MDN web docs. So when you search for CSS selectors, we have other ways. So we have already talked about the element selectors. So let me scroll down here. So we have the element selector, the class selector, the ID, the attribute selector, there's pseudo class and pseudo element selectors. So there are a lot of selectors that we have not talked about in this video. So that's all for this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section for discussion. Please subscribe, like and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I release a content on the channel. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.